Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of March 22nd, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. And be sure to check out your other placements if you don't know what they are. In the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now let's begin. Tapping into the Leo collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Leo not see coming for the week of March 22nd, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Spiritual hater. Just someone who dislikes you, okay? Bottom of the deck, you have played out. Okay. This is someone who's not liking your power, not liking you being in the spotlight. Could be someone who doesn't like your spirituality. Let's see where we go with this for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they need to know about the week of March 22nd, 2026? If I say 2025, I apologize. I don't know why that started happening. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Page of Swords, we have Judgment, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. The situation, environment, connection seems to be connection that you're dealing with. You have the Star, you have the Five of Cups, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, going to take that too. Ten of Swords. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or an Aquarius. Ten of Wands. Tell me about the Ten of Wands here in Leo's energy this week. Why is the Ten of Wands here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ten of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, let me clarify a few more of these cards. Page of Swords. Tell me about the Page of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Swords, clarified by the Two of Cups, the Strength card, and the Wheel of Fortune. Judgment. Tell me why Judgment is here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Judgment, clarified by the Six of Swords, the Death card, and the Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. Well, to be quite honest with you, I think what is played out here for you, because at the bottom of the deck you have played out, and then you have Queen Rising. You could be King Rising. I don't read body parts. But there's something here of you're like, I don't want to feel this anymore. I don't want to think about this person anymore. I don't want to be confused about this person anymore. I don't want to waste any more time thinking about them or what they did to me. You seem to be very focused this week on this Ace of Pentacles, some new opportunity. It seems to be fun, creative. You're wholeheartedly invested in it, in the Eight of Pentacles. Because again, there's something here you're suppressing. Something has been very difficult for you to deal with. And this week you seem to be like, you know what? Not even going to think about that. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm moving forward here. I can heal over what this person has done to me. You know, at another time, it's like, well, I'll make time for healing. But right now, it's like a distraction. I feel like you're looking for a distraction. Something here has occurred with a connection in your life, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic. And you seem to be deciding it's time to move forward in that Wheel of Fortune. So it looks like you are either currently engaged in something, like some type of task, skill, project here that you're working on, and you're just going to invest more of your time into it this week, or you are finding something of interest this week that you will be investing a lot of your time into. It's a judgment call you're making. Whatever connection this is for you, it's done. It's over with. There's no going back. Six of Swords to the Death card to the Three of Pentacles. It's a judgment call you've made. You have put in the effort, the work to redirect your energy and your focus in another direction other than this particular individual. However, this individual is still in your energy. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Could be a King of Pentacles. Tell me about this here. Tell me about this individual here for Leo. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the Chariot, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Tell me about the Five of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Five of Cups is clarified by Page of Wands, the Empress, and the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. It's quite possible you might receive communication here this week from this person. but I don't think they're telling you exactly what they want to tell you. This person has remorse and regret. Something transpired here between you and them. There's been some kind of ending here. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Death card. You're choosing to ignore them or ignore the pain that they've caused you. Like I said, you're heavily focused on something else. This person, though, keeps looking back to you, to the Three of Cups here that has been spilled. So if you find yourself thinking about this person a lot this week, and you're like, why the hell am I thinking about them all of a sudden? They're heavily pulling here on your energy. But what they are suppressing to you, even if you do hear from them in that Page of Wands to the Empress to the Ace of Cups, I think what they're suppressing is how sorry they feel for something that they said or did to you, something that injured you or hurt you. Tell me more about this person this week. You have the Two of Swords, so it is a relationship. This is the Moon in Libra. Libra rules the house of partnerships, relationships, marriage, connection. Two of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Fool card, bottom of the deck, the Tower. I would expect some type of communication from this person this week, but I think it's going to be small in that Page of Wands. There's a lot of love or affection or respect or admiration that this person has for you. Very heavy on the feminine energy. So it could be a friend, it could be your spouse, it could be your partner, it could be your mother for some of you. If it's not, if it's a masculine, it's just someone who's very in touch or in tune with their emotions this week. But again, they're suppressing them. Tell me about that Page of Wands. What is this person saying to Leo this week? What are they saying to Leo this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What are they saying to you? Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Sun card. Not much. This seems to be very light chit-chat about what have you been up to? How are you doing? This is small. I'm going to be honest with you, Leo. Again, I feel like this person is suppressing their remorse or regret for something that they said or did to you. Why is the Spiritual Healer card here, though? So again, I see you focused on something other than your healing. Make sure you make time for your healing, okay? But it's like you made the judgment call. This is over with this person, or I'm not talking to them about this. I'm focused on something else. I could deal with them later, or I could deal with processing the emotions that they caused here. I can deal with them later. This person, though, has a lot of remorse and regret for something that they said to you. It looks like small banter here this week, to be honest with you. Small chit-chat. I don't feel like they're even going to bring up what transpired. They're certainly not going to divulge to you how sorry they are. But why is the Spiritual Hater card here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Spiritual Hater card, the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands, the Tower. This person is under the impression that you have easily moved on from them, or you're no longer interested in them. That's what they're disliking about you. Your ability to shift and refocus yourself and pivot yourself in another direction. Now, this person doesn't know that you're sort of suppressing some of the same emotions that they are. Your sorrow, your loss, your grief over what they've done, the pain that they have caused you. What precedes the Four of Swords is the Three of Swords. What precedes the Six of Swords is the Five of Swords. You're suppressing it all, redirecting your focus or your energy. So it's possible what's transpiring here this week is a little communication from this person. Again, some light banter, asking you, hey, what's up? What are you doing? You're like, oh, I'm really busy working on this. I can't talk to you right now. I'm doing A, B, C, D. And this person feels like, oh, wow, you just are totally over me. You've totally moved on. This is what they're internalizing. Leo doesn't even want to talk to me about what happened. So I'm not even going to bother apologizing to them. That's where the dislike is coming from. They see you just moving on in that Two of Pentacles, very balanced, reprioritizing your time, your attention, your pentacle resources, your energy. But what they're not seeing is under the surface there, you are still feeling that Five of Pentacles that they caused for you. You're just not showing it on the exterior. You're certainly not expressing it to them. So that is what they're disliking about you. They're under the impression this week that you have easily or are easily moving on from them and from what transpired between you and them. At the core of it, they don't really understand that you're still hurting over it. You're just choosing to put that energy into something else that you feel will be more beneficial to you than dealing with them this week. Okay, let's get you. I'll do two sets of advice here for you. What it is here that you're working on, and then how to deal with this person if they are to contact you. I just saw the Knight of Swords when I split the deck there. So yeah, I would expect some type of communication from this person. Three cards of advice here for Leo when it comes to what it is here that they're working on. You have the Two of Cups, you have the Ace of Swords, and you have the Fool card, bottom of the deck, the World card. I think this is really good. You could be working on this with someone else. If not, you're just feeling very balanced this week. You're very clear-minded. You're very sharp. And I think this new creative endeavor for you is actually a benefit here to the Fool card. So whatever it is here that you're creating or that you're working on, it is beneficial here to your future. So I would continue to do that. You have World, you have Justice, you have the Page of Pentacles. So just be cognizant of the fact that while you're busy working on whatever this is, this project, this plan, this goal, learning something new here, there is communication here coming in from this individual. And again, whether you're working on this with someone else or on your own, you seem to be very clear-minded. So it's like just stay focused on what it is that you're working on this week. How can Leo deal with this individual if they are to receive communication from this person? Advice for how Leo can deal with this individual if they hear from them this week. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have Judgment, you have the Knight of Cups, and you have the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Well, be very clear-minded when it comes to your emotions. There's something here about you maintaining control of the conversation, control of your emotions. Knight of Cups speaks to our emotions. That is the second decan in Scorpio, the third decan in Libra. Again, Libra rules the house of relationships. So there's something here about you being very emotionally balanced or remaining your composure when it comes to communication with this person, because you'll need to make a judgment call here about whether or not you are responding to them or not, and just make sure you're doing it from an emotionally balanced place. Some of you may just want to yell and scream at this person or call them out for what they did. So just remain emotionally neutral, if you will. That seems to be the judgment call that you need to make. It's not telling you whether or not you should respond. That's going to be different for all of you, and how comfortable you are with responding to this person. But whether you're choosing to respond or not respond, as long as you're doing it from an emotionally controlled place, you won't make a wrong decision. That is what I have for you, Leo, for the week ahead. And whatever this is, yeah, definitely stay focused on, because it looks like it will benefit your future. So something that you're doing here has long-term positive effects for you. So don't lose sight of that when this person seems to contact you. That's what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.